Hello, welcome to Me for You, my experience serving your joy. This is Anush Bhavanya. I want to change my life. How many times have you said that? I know I have, a few times. And in that case, don't you want just to have a magic wand and you could go bing and your life would change in a split second? That would be fabulous. The reality is that it's not the way it happens, and it's good because to change, first of all, we need to do things, and secondly, we want to be comfortable with change, so with a new situation. So it takes time, and that's okay. So here are my 7 secrets that I have discovered in my life have really helped to make significant changes. So number 1, you need to realize and accept and be sure that you have a choice, and that what you are seeing today, your life today, is the result of all the choices that you made, consciously or unconsciously, in the past, and all the actions that you have taken so far. So it's just to realize and take responsibility that the life that I have, I've chosen, even if it was unconscious, and I can choose to make changes. Secret number 2 is, once you've become conscious that it's your choice, is to become conscious of your life. So you go through the day as like an outside observer of yourself, and the idea is to become conscious, a wood pigeon, of how you feel, what in what environment, with whom, how are you feeling, and that at every second of the day, in fact, you have a choice. Not just 2 things, several things. And it doesn't matter whether you're making the right choices or not, whether you know what you're doing or not. What I invite you to do is to become conscious that you're making choices every second of the day. Secret number 3 is to say, okay, what is the first thing, the most urgent thing I want to change in my life? Because the point is, as I was saying, there's no magic wand where it'll all happen in 1 second. It's not the Big Bang. Well, I think even the Big Bang took a while to bang, if I may say so. So what is the first thing that you're going to want to change? What is the thing that is bothering you, frustrating you, making you unhappy? What is that thing? Number 4 is get close to a person or people who already have the lifestyle or the skill, whatever you're going for, whatever you want to change. To get close to someone who's already there for inspiration, for emulation, and to ask that person some questions. You can, what I do drastically a little bit is I look for mentors along my journey. So if I'm, a few years ago I was looking at my financial situation and my financial approach, my, financial IQ, as Robert Kiyosaki calls it. And so I went looking, consciously and unconsciously, once I'd made the decision, for people who were, from what I could see anyway, we don't know, okay, but from what I could see, who'd understood things that I needed to understand, and just asked them for help, for guidance. People are willing to help, and are quite flattered, in a positive way, hopefully, that you're looking for their help. That means they have something you don't, and they're happy to share, usually. So that's my secret number 4 that really helps. And whatever I'm trying to achieve, I'm striving to achieve, I will always look for people who are already there in that particular aspect. For example, the person that I get close to for finance might be 40 kilos overweight, but it doesn't matter. I'm not looking for the weight loss or for the fitness. I'm looking for the finance, and that person's understood. If I'm looking to get in shape, I will look for someone who's in shape, even if their finances or love life sucks, okay? So you need to get very, very specific. That's how you get results. And secret number 5 that is cascading down from there is to look at one thing at a time, and to focus. What I found in my life, a lot of people, so I'll finish my sentence. What I find in my life is that there is no balance at any given time. That's how you get results. So for 3 months, you're going to say, right, for 3 months, I'm going to focus on this. And then you sort of put all the rest on the back burner as much as possible. Obviously, we can't put our whole life on the back burner to do one thing, okay? I'm not saying that. You really focus, zoom in. And people often look at me and say, well, how do you do it all? And I'm like, well, what's all? I don't do it all. That's why I get results, because I zoom in on one thing at a time. So we often hear how to balance your life, between family, business, blah, blah, blah. Okay, in a year or in a 3-year period, we need some balance, because you can't not see your children or your family for 3 years. That's silly. But when you're focused on something, there is no balance, because you're on one thing. So looking for balance is a little bit nonsensical in this case. Secret number 6. What gets different results? As Einstein would say, insanity is thinking that you can get different results doing the same actions. And so results are the results of actions. It took a long time for me to understand. I hadn't really connected with Einstein at the time, and I was dreaming of a different life, and I didn't realize that it was not enough just to dream or to hope. I needed to take some actions, and some actions every day, not just a massive decision and then you do nothing. So, for example, when I started running, I wanted to get into shape about 6-7 years ago. And I thought, okay, so I had a very busy life with children who needed my attention in those days. And so I didn't have 3 hours at the end of the day to go into the spa or to go to the gym or stuff like that. I knew that. So I thought, okay, what small change can I make in my life that'll start changing things? And this is where I got up 15 minutes at the beginning, 15 minutes earlier. Would go for a very short run. That's how I started. And then I got up earlier and earlier to do longer and longer runs. And then the ball was rolling. And in the end, you don't need necessarily to run every day. To start, this is what you have to do to get your body used to, your body, your brain, your cells used to a new thing. Because the body sort of said, oh, but if you run once a week, it's like, oh, so she's running. And then you don't run for 6 days. Oh no, so she's not running. Then you run again on the Sunday, whatever. the idea is to train your brain, your cells, your body, that this is the new habit. You better get used to it, right? So I once heard something about small changes that really changed the way that I looked at a change in general. It was actually Tony Robbins saying, if you take golf, you take a golf ball and you hit it in one spot, okay, it's going to go so many tens of meters away. If you hit it just 1 millimeter to the right or 1 millimeter to the left, after 100 meters, where's the ball going to be? In a massively different place, right? So that really helps me when I think, oh God, I'm not going to make that phone call, I don't have time, and yet I know it's a key phone call for my business, and so I make that call. It happened to me yesterday. I made that call, and the person's asked me for a proposal and wants to work with me again because it's a former client. So small steps. How do you build a wall? With bricks, one by one, okay? How do you build a castle? By building lots of walls with lots of bricks. And once you've committed to changing an area of your life, it's to keep that discipline. And it's not hard. People say, oh, well, you need motivation. It's not hard if you've decided. Okay, some days, the other morning I woke up, heard the rain outside and thought, ugh. And I promised myself, I'd committed to running. Well, I went out in the rain and guess what? The universe came to my help and the rain stopped for an hour while I was running. Can you believe that? So miracles do happen. Number 7, secret number 7, which is beautiful, which is the lovely part of this, is to make a list of all the things that are good in your life, all the areas of your life, all your, not necessarily successes, but do you have a happy family life? You write that down. Do you have health, good health? Put it down. Do you have a good, a positive, constructive business partner, as I have? You put that on your list. And then you feel the gratitude for all the positive things. It doesn't mean you don't have to then think, right, okay, now to the thing I want to change. Yeah, there's your balance. There's your balance. So once you start feeling gratitude, you get into that frequency that is going to go out to the universe, and you're going to get more of that, more of the joy, more of the satisfaction, and it's going to start shifting things because you're going to then attract the change, the success that you want in that area of your life that you're not happy about. I hope this helps you. Do you like the video? Thank you for watching. Subscribe so you can have more if you think that this content is valuable, and share around you. I look forward to our next time.